tell us a little bit about why you wanted to go and what you learned?
I wanted to go because I didn't really, within technical communication, or at least as far as I noticed, there weren't a lot of study abroad opportunities. Mm-hmm. So I was excited when this opportunity came up.
Did anything shock you or surprise you? Or the trains were pretty nice, right?
The trains were nice, but what kind of actually shocked me was how little difference I noticed. Like, I kind of was expecting a huge culture shock, but it was like, oh, we're all just people going about our lives, just in different places.
Can you talk a little bit about things we did in Karlsruhe?
Yeah, we tried to show Lindsay and Jace as much as possible from Karlsruhe and the surroundings. So one day we went to Strasbourg, France. We walked around the city a bit.
Well, we got to visit your flats and we got to see what your lives were like, and that was fun. And just to hang out and walk around Karlsruhe together, I think it was nice to see it from a local perspective.
I always enjoy the football game in the stadium, the soccer game.
Yeah.
We usually do that, and I think you went with us that day.
Yeah, I joined you. Yeah, we just, as Jace mentioned, we just walked around and had some good ice cream. I showed them my favorite ice cream shop.
One of the interesting things about this exchange is that when we go from Mankato to Karlsruhe, we get to go on industry visits. Maybe you could explain a little bit the close ties between your academic program and some of the industries in that area.
Yeah, since I'm going to a University of Applied Sciences, one of the requirements for professors, I think, is that they have worked in the industry for several years and have been successful, and they have to keep those connections to industry companies. Yeah, and we do lots of practical stuff. We do lots of industry visits too, and we have people visiting us from industries. I think you went to see 2 or 3 companies.
I went to SCW, Euroguide, and Heidelberg.
Yeah.
And in the past, we've gone to Daimler.
Oh,
also.
That's interesting too. Yeah.
And we went to SEMCON in Munich the first time.
So oftentimes our professors, they even have their own companies. I think SEMCON was owned by CC Class.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
That's a good opportunity for us as students and for you as visiting students to know some industry sides.
Right. And it's a big difference between our academic programs and yours. So we tend to have a little more separation. We tend to think that it's kind of up to the students to find internships and jobs and so on. Although we try to be helpful. But in your program, there's a very close connection, and I guess you get more guidance on placement.
Yes, we do. We have in one semester we always have a class that's all about preparing us for the internship, and then we have guests coming over presenting their companies and offering us internships.
One of the things we help the German students with is placement into courses that would hopefully benefit them in some way. There is a problem, however, in that your academic programs don't align very closely with ours. And so even in the past, some of the students have just taken this semester as an extra semester. But I think that you and Fiona were trying to align the courses. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, we tried to, and it was pretty difficult, as you mentioned, because we are here in the English department technically, but since our program in Germany is it's pretty different, we also have creative courses and information technology courses. It was a whole big struggle, but in the end we managed to get a good schedule. Actually, we need to take the courses we are taking. I really learn things I can use for my academic career, I think, or for my professional life afterwards. I enjoy having the American perspective on technical communication, not only the German one.
One of the things we've learned in the past is there are actually jobs for technical communicators working in the English language in Germany. So there are those possibilities that because of, our industry is so international now, everyone's working in English in addition to German and other languages, that it probably wouldn't be so difficult to find an internship or job.
SAP, for example, the headquarters is close to Karlsruhe, actually, and their company language is English, so everything, even in Germany, is in English.
So Jace, could you say a little bit more about what it was like attending classes with Christine and Fiona, and maybe about the presentations that we made? If I remember correctly, there were also 2 students from Kenya who also accompanied us and played a role in our exchange as well.
The first time we visited the campus, we gave presentations about our life at university and what we're studying. We also heard from the students from Kenya, which was really interesting. So it was almost like, because they were there, it almost felt like a double exchange. Like we were learning a little bit about their culture as well, because they were attending all of these visits with us, all of these industry visits. So we did those presentations for a couple of Professor Mutig's classes, and then we sat on a couple other classes that I found really interesting because I saw students applying their knowledge in class and working on real life problems. Like I sat in on an information architecture course, and they were all presenting all the students were presenting projects that they were working on. And it was really interesting to see what they were doing, because a lot of it looked like it really was going to be implemented eventually to help people. That was really cool, because we don't really see much like that in our courses. Like maybe we'll do things that are, of course, useful to us and useful to our future, but it was really interesting to see students working on things and making a difference in the world as students.
Do you do that in several of your courses, where you work on projects that might benefit a local organization or something?
Oh yeah, we do. Our professors always try to make sure to cooperate with, real life for our projects, so we feel like it has a purpose.
The program that we do is incorporated into a course, English 467, which is International Technical Communication. We offer it every other spring. And that's the course that Jace and Lindsay took last spring. And then what we did was we offered 2 sections. And so one section was for people who could take the trip or plan to take the trip, and one section for those who did not want to take the trip for whatever reason. And so we'll be offering it again next spring 2020. And the cost, we kept it down below $2,000, as I remember. I think we were around $1,900 for everything, and so it's quite reasonable compared to other study abroad programs. One of the reasons for that is that we stay in one place. We don't travel, and we don't have as much transportation and hotel expenses as study abroads usually do when they go city to city. So if students are interested, look for International Technical Communication English 467 next spring, and we hope to go again to Karlsruhe.